We're back with Mark, my dudes. So, quick recap before we get into things. We're running a bit late, so tonight will probably be a shorter session. But last time on Mark for Destiny with the Tabletop crew, we had some log throwing, which Val fell off on, and then we had some jousting, which he also won. For the most part, it was just going around the event. Danny was a horse for a while, who bribed some of the other horses, who he has not kept up with that promise yet to bring them some apples.
Been like 5 minutes. I'm doing that right now.
No. You guys have had a good while.
We just finished a horse race.
No, we got to dinner after. In the intermediate period between things of the awkward silences we so often have of, does anyone wish to do anything? With no responses, we move to the next event. So, we're past that. We're at night at the dinner. As you guys were talking to one Francis Reginald for a little while Salt Dress received a tactical airstrike of some hot pepper to his eyes, with the return of his bird freed from its cage. However, wining, dining, having a wide spread of wonderful meats, vegetables, cheeses, and breads, all kinds of goodies, and various sweets laid about. The party talked for a little while, with Francis Reginald there, got a little information of bits and pieces for there, got a spot on their got a spot on their map marked for a potential healer to Ale Salt Dress's chronic fell down a mountain.
Mountainitis.
Yeah, mountainitis. It's a pretty bad case of it. You know, it's fatal oftentimes.
Usually is, actually. I was pretty lucky.
But last time, we had called the game with a enhanced sound of a crystal glass being ting, 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 rung to gather everyone's attention. And with that is where we will pick back up right away, right after the pinging of the glass. Now, my sinuses are going from the eyes to the throat, of course. Well, they were already there, but I'm talking more, so I have to acknowledge it more now. But right after the pinging of the glass, as I lose my place in my notes, of course, because I had them open and looked at something else in the intermediate time. Ah, there we go. Yes. As Nickleworth, for a moment briefly calls out, "Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for interrupting your evening meal. However, in roughly 15 minutes, Lord Xandor will begin his brief speech. So, all of you, please make any last arrangements beforehand to pay attention and respects." That'll be all. As stated, 15 minutes. Please. Go. Any bathroom trips? Any things you need to finish up? Do make haste. And with that, he sits back down at the far end of the table that he's sitting at.
Just want to lean over now that I'm back to the group here, just a quiet little whisper, just to them. So, who wants to bet that there's a blood sacrifice in this tonight?
hope not.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you see, you're kind of getting my concern here.
No, what's your concern?
We're here.
Yes.
You'd rather not be the sacrifice?
What makes you think there'd be a sacrifice?
The big blood fae about 200 feet below us.
Sorry, forgot. Let's spend the drinking. I guess we'll find out, won't we?
It's okay, Cam. At this point, you get the standard look that you're now recognizing off of Salt as mammals. Am I right?
Blinks in snake person. With human-looking face.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but I suddenly feel very insulted.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you offend somebody? Are they staring at you rude?
I don't think I offended anyone today. I haven't really said anything to anyone.
Have you ever been in like a high society court before?
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you during Val's jousting? We looked around the stadium and I couldn't find you.
Who
I
was
was,
that?
around.
Well, did you find something interesting while you were around? I just saw
No,
a
not
bunch of
really.
people hit each other with a stick.
We're pretty sure Val added to his concussion count.
I don't want to think about that right
I'm
now.
gonna reach in my back. Oh, by the way, these are for you. You know, the horseshoes.
Just hand him the horseshoes.
You got me a new pair of shoes?
You can use them. I can't. Got some stuff in my face and more food.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God.
Good soup.
Well, food is good at least. You know what? There's that. If we are being sacrificed tonight, at least it is on good food.
And a full belly.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I forgot I was answering your question. I was going to go make some allies. Find information. That's what I was doing.
Did you?
I haven't asked for the information yet.
What about the other part of that sentence?
I promise. I promised some goods, and I haven't delivered it. I probably need to go do that before they get up.
Well, they'll probably be after their
Alright.
address, because I do not think that they would like it if someone were to leave now. And not return.
So what makes you think we're going to be sacrificed? Just blood rituals and all. I kind of like the blood in my own body.
Okay. Okay. Alright, alright. What's happening in this town?
There are people in this town that
There are
worship a
people in this
blood fae, or at least a blood-bound fae, some sort.
So, Saltress, is this dimension just weird? Because I keep
inherit-
trying to acclimatize myself, acclimate to these people. And they keep doing things like this. And you keep
I
pointing it
don't-
out.
And then they just ignore it and move on, right? Like they don't get it. They act like I'm the weird one.
So I don't know if I need to try to them or stick to some other thing that doesn't fit or doesn't seem to fit.
And I don't know about you, but I don't have a good pool of people to know if this, and I just gesture at them, is normal. I'm gonna say no, but I can't be sure because this whole town is okay with this.
As is the point. What are the chances that my people came from your place?
He opens his mouth to just dismiss it, and then he pauses and he goes, "I hate that you actually." I
It
wanted
might
to say
explain
no,
some of the
but-
cultural similarities. Or at least baselines.
So,
Oh God, are you part of my people now? Were you from my people?
Don't word it that way.
there is one distinguishing fact that if they are, it must have been a split from either a long time ago, or there must have been some magical interference. But
Skin.
the skin and the blood.
Okay. If big if this happened, it has definitely been a long time or a weird time.
Oh, it wouldn't
and
be
I'm
recent.
not sure which. Oh no, I'm not saying it would be, because you guys you have like a whole history here, right? Like get your back to them, right? Like his country has a whole history here.
Ah,
So what?
Oh,
Where are these people? Where are your skills?
all right, Dan. His mouth is still full. I didn't understand any of that. Can you translate, or do you have an answer?
Hold of the finger. Potatoes. You're from his people. Where's your scales?
Me?
Him.
Oh, my head. My head.
As you have seen, whenever we go into one of your settlements, I typically apply a glamour. So as not to have everybody going, scary snake person. Because unlike the full reptilian that he has, mine shows itself differently. And when you have a boogeyman, it's often not good
I'm
to
back.
show it to be real.
I don't know when the call kicked me.
It's okay.
Like-
It was all me talking to Medina.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a snake man.
You've...
Interesting.
Huh?
Well, I've already seen that.
Yes. It's not like a full reptile like him. I'm more akin to you.
When did I see you become a snake?
We've...
Ah,
Whenever we're
I
on
just
the...
lean on the table.
Are you poisoned?
all right.
I'm being hurt right now. I think this is how I make other people feel, and I don't like it.
Above you, I've just been... Or you've been fucking me over.
Are you poisoned?
Physically, no. Mentally, maybe.
I was asking him.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Probably a little too much
I'm
alcohol.
assuming you're not.
Just
Well, just in case things get
oblivious.
bad, I'm going to go ahead and ruin your night. Actually, no, never mind. I don't know how much that shows, so I can't just toss a lesser restoration at you.
Maybe those hits to the head clogged my memory. I should probably get that looked at. Oh well. Potato.
Just picks up a whole ass potato, just fucking chomp.
Hey, take a potato and you dip it in the soup and you bite it.
It has now been 15 minutes. The time is up.
Did you set an actual counter?
I have the stream thing going. It shows me how long the session
Alright.
is.
Thaddeus, while they were talking, would you have actually got up and gone?
What do I
Or don't-
believe I have time to run off, go give people some apples? That's what finding, and then I did find the horses I specifically need to give apples to. And I felt like a longer than 15 minutes type of thing.
You could get to the stables. You could get to the stables, but getting the apples and also getting back from the stables might be a bit more of a problem.
That is, we've seen your solo adventures.
Unless you've got some shenanigans you want to work out, like turning to a bird or some magic spell to help you.
Can't fly yet. I need to be like, what, level 8 to fly as a bird? Something like that.
Druid is one of the few classes I have not played or am that familiar with.
They have very strict restrictions on what type of creatures I can be right now. I think everything has to be a land creature with no swim or fly speed at the level 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no swim or fly speed of less than 1/4 CR. At the 8th level to turn into a fly.
Well, goes back to the question though: do you want to try and run to the stables to pay off the horses?
We have haste. Don't have haste.
Haste is level 5,
It's level 5.
3rd level spell. Also, I don't know if it's on either of your list.
I don't think it's on either of my.
It's not on the base cleric or druid, but I don't know about the expanded list you have if it's on either of those. But for now, don't have haste.
I wouldn't be able to make it, so no, I would not be trying.
Something I meant to discuss with you randomly throughout the last couple weeks, but completely forgot also. If you want to attune to the horseshoes, they can apply if you transform into a horse. If you wild shape into a horse.
And only if horse.
And only if horse. They're
What if I'm
horseshoes,
like a
not
centaur
horseshoes.
or something? Would that still apply? I don't think I
I
can
mean-
turn into a centaur, but
I mean, if you, I'll say if you polymorph into one, but we'll cross that bridge later.
what do the horseshoes do? I didn't even write.
I sent the link in the chat for them, I do believe, last time.
Okay.
What's the name?
They're just horseshoes of speed.
Oh, it just
you do-
adds like 30 feet of movement, I think.
Yeah, it's just a pretty big movement bump, but it is there.
Requirement horse.
I'd like to try and go look through Discord at the moment, but I backed out and go to look, and it's just black screened. And now I joined the call back, and it's just my little face, and then Eric's is up in the corner, and no one else's. It's just black. I'm gonna hang up and rejoin the call.
Oh yeah, increase movement speed by 30 feet. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I could have sent you that.
Discord has been struggling more the last few days, it seems, for me.
Every time they do an update, they fuck something else up.
But, Thaddeus, decision. Are you going for the stables or waiting here with the group? Or doing anything else, really? Peter's there chilling, eating some lettuce. If you said something, I didn't hear it.
No, I was trying not to sneeze because of sinuses.
Understandable.
My answer all depends on whether or not I saw an apple place, or a place where I can buy apples previously.
You know they have some apple pies and other baked treats with apples in them that you've seen at the at what you could equate to a dessert bar.
Oh, thanks.
And no, I am not going just yet.
All right.
I'll take them their apples and milk.
I
What was
almost
that, you,
forgot.
Medina?
During this whole time, could I have put the ring on? With to it.
Yeah, you would have had time throughout the because it had been a little while since the jousting and other events just going on till the actual dinner. You would have had time to just attune to it.
Does it mean all weapons, or just is a certain weapon at the?
It does not give other weapons the thrown property.
Okay, so any weapon has a throw property in return.
Yeah, any thrown weapon, any throwing type weapon will return.
Okay, because I was just reading the description. It just says when you throw a weapon. I was assuming thrown weapons. I didn't know if I had to attune it to a certain.
It can work with other weapons, but weapons without the thrown property have a lot shorter range that I can look back into later.
Oh no, that's fine.
It's usually disadvantage in like 20 or 30 feet.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
It could still be useful because that's gonna be hilarious.
Just throw your greatsword. Welcome.
They're 5 feet from me. I'm gonna throw it. What?
All right. But conversation. All right. That seems to be everything settled. Talking had. Everyone has remained there stationary. So. In the bright fire and candlelight, across this wonderfully plated banquet, which is an odd mixing of social classes, of letting everyone in and allowed to mingle. You have the people of all classes of life here, be it the petty beggars of the street and the nobles of the city itself, with everything in between, and outsiders such as yourself and Reginald across from you there, seated just as equally and currently being fed and treated all the same. Not as far north up as you had all started off at, however, still rather chilly here as you're heading in. It's in fall at this point, in our terms. The cool night air has started to take in a bit more of the warm food. For people that have been drinking, the alcohol has got you nice, warm, and relaxed. For those not, well, if you've been partaking of the meal, you should be rather fat and happy, as much has been provided. Another ting 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 of that crystal glass, which the bards having been around playing music, all go quiet for a brief moment as Nickleworth once again stands up. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Xander, Arthur, Belivel shall now speak to you all. And there are a few men that come out with a canvassed, let's say, something to be unveiled, what appears to be shortly having it wheeled out, and set a front to pretty much where everyone can see, with, instead of a fire, a few magical lights being fixed around it of several rocks that once they are aligned, they sit there and have a not blinding white, but a almost soft soft greenish blue hue to them. Everyone starting, I want to thank all of you for coming, and I've hoped all of you have had a wonderful night so far. It's not every year we have this celebration, but this year has been special. We've had a good harvest, enough to share and go around, which, of course, could not be done without all of our farmers, everyone that tends the soils, the sacrifices we make throughout the times of the year. But tonight, aside from marking towards the end of the harvest, is a special night. 5 years ago, the last in line of the former royal lineage and my wife passed away. Now, as both a commemoration for all of you in putting your trust in me, as formerly an outsider, but raised to be one of you and taken in, as both in memory of my wife and all of those that have perished since then, and those of us that make sacrifice to the Lady of the Blood Lake below, I have made a commemoration of her, the noble lineage of the past, and hopefully a bright forward future. And a few men unveil the canvas as it is what looks to be Xander's wife there. One you hadn't seen but could be assumed, as she is the center of the portrait. Is just an absolute massive painting. Is a rather beautiful but frail looking woman, clearly done up in a much more elegant style, with the hair heavily worked upon, and face heavily make-upped, but what looks to be kind yet tired eyes. And behind her, almost like a sort of family lineage of various other people going back into the distance, as it sits there and fans out almost like a family tree going on. As the Lord sits there for a moment and just looks at it for a while, looks almost like he's holding back tears for a moment, recomposes himself. Word has spread, which I would assume is going far and wide at this point, about a potential calamity coming within 10 years' time relating to the eclipses. I want to assure you that this will not deter my leadership in any way, and we will stay a strong community as we always have. I do not want anyone treating outsiders as hostile forces unless they come here to be hostile or make open intent of war. We should show everyone the same kindness and respect we always have, that was shown to be by my late Dahlia. If there is a calamity to come, it is not tearing at each other's feet and draining each other of resources that will get us through it. It is by staying a stable community, sharing our resources, and learning how to make do. We have many druids around the area. Should food become a problem, we may lean upon their magics to hopefully remedy that of sort. That being said, I would like to call upon an outsider here today who won 2 of our local festivals, sporting events, and he looks at a piece of paper to read off the name. One Valthioff. Valthioff, wherever you are in the audience, if you're still here, please come forth.
Wipe my face real fast. Hi, sir. Get up. Excuse me.
Yeah, just kind of sit there and wait. Say it's not really too much of wading through a crowd or anything. Is you already had good seats from winning, so it's more just kind of going in between the tables without knocking anyone.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
So when he gets up, your bird immediately flies over and goes and takes his seat.
I mean, lose your seat. You got up. Yeah.
And as you get to the stage, he has the kind of look of, oh, it's you. Yes. And a bit, I'll say, a bit quieter, not for everyone to hear. Well, did you find everything accommodating down below?
Yes.
I hope you haven't come to some foregone conclusion that we are some kind of blood cult. It is merely a brief trade for prosperity.
Seems decent enough.
A symbiotic relationship, as many people have with gods of their lands.
That is true.
So, winner of the joust, do you have anything to say to the people?
Speech.
Doesn't have to be a lot, as he kind of just gives you a firm hand on the shoulder. Doesn't have to be a speech or anything, but usually winners have something to say.
Glad me and my group were welcomed here. Welcome to stay for such an event. It's been fun, and I think we should all raise a toast to the other fellows jousting in the other competitions. Everyone gives it all. Hopefully, we'll be back for the next one. Hope to see more of your people, more of your town. Thank you for the hospitality.
And he'll pick up a goblet and raise it to you, just to the next one.
So, is there one for me too? So I can raise back.
There's pretty much a whole table there, so he'll pick one up and hand it to you.
She'll raise it back. To the next one.
It's pretty much the same wine you've been drinking all night. He's not drinking anything else that it seems to be special. Now, the locals here know I'm not for long speeches, so I'd like everyone to continue enjoying the rest of the night. Please do respectful of the grounds. If I'm feeling like it, I might let the drunkenly and those that pass out sleep in tomorrow, but some of you might have a rude awakening with a cowbell. That's for tomorrow, though. Everyone, I do hope you have a wonderful night. Please enjoy yourself. And, as the man from the north here said, here's to another one. And he'll sit there and take another swig, and go back to the front of his table and sit back down.
Excuse me.
As before, he's you're welcome to come up here and talk about things as your group is marked. If you have any questions pertaining to stuff, I may be able to help there.
Will do. Just let them know.
And it's between things, it's a mixture of either drunken cheers or polite clapping, but polite clapping is outdone by drunken cheers. As when he sits back down, music immediately kicks back on. Is the painting is left there in the light to be observed by anyone who wishes to look at it.
I shall look at.
As described there, it appears to be his former wife and their lineage going up sort of a just one person and then parents behind them with other family just surrounding and fanning out more and more as there's more people in the background. Well there, my scaly friend, did that alleviate your tension for any blood sacrifices? Reginald pipes up the salt.
Shit, I forgot he was actually at our table. Okay, in-game response is just the moment of, I'm not counting it out just yet, but I'm hoping not.
Do you have the lingering suspicion of he might be just letting you wine and dine till people are passed out or weakened?
Yes, yeah, quite literally yes. That'd be the easiest way.
Ooh.
Hmm? Are you not concerned about it at all? Like, do you know him?
Well, I haven't really met him personally, but everything I've heard has been good for the most part. And he'll look around. I've got a bit of an item on me that also lets me know of some dangerous or tricky circumstances, and it hasn't gone off. Ah.
Well, that is all well and good, but I didn't make it this long by just trusting that kind of stuff offhand. I won't start any problems, don't worry. I'm just probably gonna be a little suspicious.
I don't mean this in any offensive way. However, a lot of people may be suspicious of you just because, crocodilian lizard man is a rare sight around these parts.
Yep, that's why. No, don't worry, I'm okay, I'm used to that.
Now, if you head over to the southeastern coast, they might, no one might pay any mind. I do find
I'll
that...
keep that in mind.
Go ahead.
Oh no, that was... Sorry, didn't come through well. No, it was like, he's just simply like, yeah, you know what? I'll keep that in mind. That may be useful later.
Unfortunately, I find that area just absolutely dreadful with the parasitic insects flying about. And the swamps are... Well, they're not good for my old knees, or really anyone traveling through them.
Well, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. It's okay. What do you have that, lets you know nothing bad's gonna happen? You can't promise that kind of thing and not expect me to be at least a little curious.
Well, I can't pull it out here, that'd be breaking the rules, but I have a I have a magical weapon that was bestowed upon me to help me out with situations. I won't go into too much details at the moment, but I originally was just a traveling businessman for quite some time, and I've been thrust into the life of an adventurer quite late in my years, and still figuring a lot of things about that. It's different being on the inside than when you're looking on the outside. But it's got me out of a pickle a few times already.
Well, I guess step one, take it from me. Don't trust everything to be as it seems, or don't trust them not to be able to lie to whatever you have that you're using. You'll live a lot longer.
I'm aware of some things such as that, but I trust who gave me the sword.
Well, your prerogative.
Thankfully, not all magical entities have bad intent in mind. Then again, some of the most dangerous ones are those that have good intentions in mind.
I mean, either way, they always have their own little playbook they want to go with, so hope you fit in what they want.
Hopefully so. Although, some people are a bit more lucky in that than others, as he's looking at Val, who probably be getting back towards the table. Not all of us are so lucky to have Valhalla to look for as something they enjoy of just combat endlessly.
Yeah, good luck. You're headed that way, it sounds like.
Maybe not. His voice kind of cracks there a little bit of just that kind of like fingers around the collar. There's other places I'd rather go, but sometimes you have to sacrifice some of your choices for the greater good, and well, I might have made a few choices to save some people, and I'm still following that path.
Like accepting an enchanted sword and becoming an adventurer.
Right.
I don't know if you noticed this, but adventurers don't die kindly on their bed usually.
No, but I'm starting older than most of them live, which, well, gives me a few different perspectives, like, oh, that could kill me. Running might be the best option for now. Or, I should probably set a trap and lure that over here rather than fight it head on. Or one of my favorites, how many archers can we gather at one time?
You'll do better than most, then, at least. Now, if only we could convince him of that. Just look back over at Val.
As Val's getting back, just like pulling his chair back out.
What was it? What was it?
What was what?
Val, as you pull your seat out and look down, the bird's just there in it.
Pick the bird up, put him on my shoulder, and I sit down.
It looks at you a sec. It looks at you a second, looks back at Salt. Ah,
I'm holding up a bowl of soup. Or is it soup or is it stew? Holding a bowl.
either are options. The food options you have here are pretty much yes.
I was like holding up the bowl to like my shoulder.
bird happily eating some out of that, and
Take a potato, dips it in there.
picking apart some of the meat.
Don't think the rest of
You've
the
made
potato
him
in there eating it.
insufferable now. This is gonna be awful.
I wasn't going to shit on the bird. That would be rude.
Salt. The bird looks at you once again, and you can see the look of mischief in it.
You did provoke it.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna it's that look. I'm just like, well, I guess I'm gonna see what it does.
Or you won't.
Never met the bird
That's
that'd like to be caged.
Oh Val, you are either going to live a long time or die young.
Well, technically I did die. Didn't I?
No, that was just a big chunk of energy that it almost killed you, but didn't.
Close enough.
You were brought to the border of death and brought back.
So I think I've gotten the gist of this place. Where's next on our destination? Is it that event that's nearby? Because otherwise we'll miss that. With the spooky zombie things.
I'm carefully repressing that memory at the moment.
Carefully repressing.
Looks at Val and Danny.
Oh yes, that event. Maybe we were going to try for that, right?
At the moment, until we find some sort of proper power base, doing random stuff seems to be the go-to. Understanding what this area is, I don't know how much we can really do with it right now.
I'm certainly not going to try and deal with the vampire fae in the basement.
And even if we want to use it, it sounds like that would be the minority instead of the majority. They seem to have this happy exclusionist, but not excluding anyone, lifestyle that they're going for. Isolationist, maybe? Nah, it's not quite. They want to say hi to things. They don't want to go out and take over things.
I'm sorry, but Blood Fae, did you actually go down there and see it?
Briefly, though I know not how much of its intricacies they would want us to divulge. Though it seems to be public knowledge, so saying that it's down there shouldn't matter.
Yes, but knowing something's down there and actually seeing it are different things.
There is credibility to their words.
There's also some things that unfortunately have magical effects just by being in the proximity or looking upon them. Or if they're looking upon you. I don't know how that would work for something like this.
It seems to be lending out specially enchanted weapons. I believe we pick some up so you can identify them. If you see them, well, the next time we have our weapons, if you leave us the castle around the same time we do.
And you know how it is. Better safe than sorry.
Well, maybe just a description will let me know.
Pick a guard, any guard.
Looks around. Those are... Well, those look metal. I don't see anything remarkably different than it from here. But that's, well... Looks at like a couple tables over to where one of the, say there's a guard just kind of patrolling, looking around, checking on people.
I would not say that its enchantment is particularly showy.
Well, I don't think they'd appreciate people just casting magic at the dinner table aside from a few party tricks. So I will refrain from casting any spells. Dad, did you just say something? Alright, your mic flickered for like a fraction of a second, making a singular noise.
Weird.
That came through though.
I moved my mic.
Also, if you've wanted to, now you definitely have time to go by the stables.
Because there's nothing holding me anymore. It's time for me to go on my adventure to go find some apples. I have to find some apples first.
Are you taking Peter with you?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm still not sure one of the snake people is going to try to eat him.
As you scoop up Peter and leave from the dinner table, while everyone else has been having a conversation about trust towards entities, what kind of magical things are going on, these weapons and intentions. You're gonna go get some apples.
Hey, you guys want any apples? I really want an apple right now. I know I said that out of the blue, but still.
And look over the table.
You know, you've
Or any
got
other
some.
fruit, vegetable?
You've got some roasted pork there that has apples cut up in it.
But that's not the same as a nice, fresh apple.
No, you might actually have to go over to a more uncooked area, or see if they have some in storage. As one of the things you've been able to see around is just barrels of different fruits and vegetables that have been set up for the chefs to cook.
I'm going to assume at least one of these barrels is full of those weird irony berries.
Multiple, yes. But if you're going to go look around, you could find one that has apples. No problem.
Would like to do so.
All right.
Can I just say, for the context of him getting up and leaving, he just went, "You guys want some apples?" and then walks away.
Oh, I waited.
We have established that one is weird.
I waited for an answer.
You started talking to Robert almost right away, so I didn't get it.
I thought
Sorry,
I
I
was
was-
talking in character.
We have
Sorry,
established that one is weird. We do not question
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. It was just great.
I would have raised my hand because I was about to say sorry. I was chewing.
I thought I was in character, and then everyone else just didn't want any, so I just carried on.
Danny, are you
I'm still eating my
Danny-
actual food.
Danny, are you acknowledging him raising his hand with his mouth full?
Yes. Configure guns. Say, cool, got it. Get you some. Thumbs up.
How many apples can I fit in one hand?
You got pretty big hands. Depends on the size of the apple, also.
We'll say 3. Just I 3 apples.
Are you just holding up, the 3 with your fingers? All right, Danny. The conversation of any tension in the air broken as you are going to go get some apples. It doesn't take too long for you to actually find them. No roll needed. This is more so just going around looking at stuff and look at that shiny reddish green area. Look at those shiny red and green fruits over there. Those aren't tomatoes, those be apples. As things are pretty much grab and go for a lot of things here. If the food is getting just passed around freely, no one bats an eye at you taking a large amount of apples. However many you want to take.
Well, Val said he wanted at least 3. I don't know how many Peter wants, so I'm gonna grab him at least 2. And then I need to bring several more for horses.
Alright. Just grab a burlap bag, and fill it full of apples. Takes you a few minutes to actually walk over down to the stables, and as you're getting there, you can see there's those two guys that were working there before. The one that you kept taking the hat from, as it looks like someone brought them some food and drink, but they have several plates around them of various things just sort of set up there onto a hay bale as they're kicked back with just what you could equate to like a 40-ounce mug, and a couple other bottles around they have entered chill-in mode and look to almost be half asleep already.
Maybe if they're half asleep, are they paying attention to me walking by?
One of them kind of has that, like, they look at you, but they kind of just let their head roll back and lean back.
They're tired. I'll let them be. Kind of move on around them.
You're able to go into the sties just fine, and looking around, you're able to find the horses that you promised apples to.
There you are. I have your apples. Here you go. I'm gonna set them down in front of each one of them. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And as you give them the apples, you get pretty much what you could equate to some happy/content horse noises, while a few other of them in the barn give you a bit of a side eye. One of them, you could swear called you a slur in horse.
I offered you the exact same deal that I offered them. It's not my fault if you didn't take it. That is on you, good sir.
Horse spits at your feet.
Well, if there's other horses around them, I'm going to offer them 3 apples. just because they didn't spit at me. Just to spite this one.
Go around and just give an apple to every other horse.
I was thinking I brought them extra to get the rest of you, but guess you don't want any, do you? Give an apple to each horse. Less apples than I'm giving to the ones that actually helped out. The ones that
So you go-
actually helped out, I'm giving like 3, 4
All right.
each.
Sit there and take a few minutes passing around your apples. These horses show varying degrees of gratitude or hunger.
It's at this point that I realize I probably should kind of speak with animals so I can actually gather the information I'm going to gather.
All right. You
Instead of
cast,
just vaguely speaking with horses. In horse language.
you cast speak with animals. All right.
So let me say it again. Thank you very much for your help. I very much appreciate it. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? I say to one of the horses that helped out.
Sitting there crunching apple for a second. It gives you a head nod as it's finishing an apple.
Question. Where are you from? Are you from this town?
Nah, man, I'll be from some Windset Plains, man.
Did you happen to hear anything about vampires recently? Or zombies? Or anything creepy along the roads?
I don't know what a vampire or zombie is, man, but
Weird smelling creature. Smells
Yeah.
awful, like dead.
no, I mean that's sometimes you find something dead along the road, but there are these kind of big scary bird things up in the sky we saw at one point, but Masters there, they done took care of that.
Cool.
Sits there, leans its head down and starts chewing on another apple.
Alright, I got distracted. Can I just say anything about blood lady? Or do anything weird with blood?
Oh,
Have you seen these berries? I say, holding up one of the blood berries.
gives it a sniff. Yeah, man, we seen him coming in here, but ain't been close enough to eat any.
Do you want
Are they
one?
good?
No, not really.
I mean, if they're not gonna be good, I don't really want one now.
I didn't think so. But did you happen to see where they came from?
I mean, there were vines just around.
Yeah, where did the vines come from?
I don't know, man. The ground like other vines.
Okay, that's fair. That's good. Sure. Alright, last question. Have you seen anything weird in the last, 5 days?
I mean, like you turned into a horse. That was pretty weird.
That's that weird. That's pretty normal for me. Anything else weird?
I mean, like, no, we just traveled kind of far, and now we're here around a lot of other horses and a lot of other people around.
Okay, thank you. Just gonna give him another 2 extra apples for asking, dealing with my questions.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm glad I threw the guy off for you. He wasn't gonna win anyways.
Really, I didn't care about cheating. I just wanted to see how many people would help. Yeah, thank you very much for helping out.
Sure, man. Anytime.
Keep in touch. I'd say as I'm walking out of the stables. Start walking out of the stables.
as you're walking by, of like the one with the hat kind of like raised their hat up and just kind of sort had a moment of after you've walked by, but kind of like towards the other guy, almost like a like because the distance of him, he has to raise his voice some, but he's trying not to let you hear, but you're able to anyways. Hi. Just while that bloke was talking to the horses in there, in horse. You just drunk, mate. You just drunk. Go back to sleep. Got plenty of horse shit to clean in the morning.
I haven't been looking at me.
They were laying where they were before. It's just they've got that just plastered look on their faces of semi-consciousness, like they might be going in and out.
Are they both going in and out?
Yeah, they both look fucked up.
One that called me out for speaking to horse. Does he happen to be looking up in my direction?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm gonna look back over at him. Is he the only one that happens to be looking in my direction?
It just those two, but the other one is just kind of like trying to put their chin back down, like they're trying to sleep.
Just gonna put my fingers to my lips, then turn to the horse and run off.
And put your fingers to your lips and what?
Then turn into a horse and run off.
Oh. Brief look of just like shock on the guy's face as he like palms his face and like wipes his face some, and by the time he's like sat up, you're gone. All right, as a horse, where are you going?
As a horse, I'm just going around the corner, hiding away, turning back into human and walking back into the dinner because I never gave Val his apples. I don't
All right.
think.
Not yet.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone have anything they wish to talk about while he was gone for several minutes, or just enjoy their meal? Although for the two of you that are worried about poison or intoxication, sit there and awkwardly look at food.
You gonna eat that?
I just look at him and just with the. Okay, did I just hand him like my what is it? I hand him the wine and the pile of berries. I flicked out of stuff at this point.
I guess if there are any effects of overdosing on this stuff, we're going to discover them quickly.
I mean, he's already long since been gone then at that point, so doesn't hurt him anymore. I don't think.
Well, we'll see if he has a longing for them about a week from now.
Bro.
At some point, Reginald would have gotten up and gotten a plate of barbecue.
Huh.
All right. Val stuffing his face, while the other two sit there and question, how much can this guy eat? As Danny comes back with several apples.
Hmm. I'm waving my hand, like asking him to roll one.
He looks at apple, he took down one. I mean, I'm
All
not
right.
going to watch it anyway, but that's what going.
Why do you smell worse than when you left?
Do I smell worse? Do I smell bad? I'm sniffing myself.
I've been horsing around.
Bit of straw stuck to the bottom of your shoes.
Now, what made that straw stick to its shoe?
Something that might be a bit more smelly.
Yeah, not worth it.
I was going around collecting the apples and delivering apples. I delivered some to a West End. Hence the straw and the smell.
Were the horses out of apples?
They didn't have any.
Just trying for brownie points with the horses?
I thought it would be smart to go and ask if they had seen anything along the road. You know, because they came from everywhere and anywhere.
And more importantly, I imagine that they wouldn't exactly watch their mouths around their livestock.
So if anyone would know, it would be the steed that they carried, or that carried them here.
So since you went that angle, did you manage to acquire anything? At this point, I'm pretty sure you can talk to bushes, so horse isn't out of the question.
I mean, yeah, the bushes are ass. They don't know. Sorry, horses. They didn't really know anything. Well, sorry.
Okay.
Because they're kind of not the smartest type of animal. At least the ones I asked didn't know what I was asking about. They're not like Peter here. Peter's great. Peter, who I've had with me this entire time.
Don't know why you needed to specify that. But it seems that my assessment of this place was largely accurate if you're not getting anything weird from them either.
Yeah. I do think the berries are weird though. But you already knew that.
I would probe for further questions, but your way of talking is so weird to me that I don't know how to start.
I'd suggest with words.
Well, no, just try to follow his train of thought. It's like every car is disconnected. Not that I know what the train is.
Oh,
I blame the drugs.
I'm sure drugs have a lot to do with it. I think it's a lot of not so great things.
Do you need your system purged? Are you also in need of a healer?
No, I'm fine. This is my natural state now. You know, once you stay high for long enough, do you ever really come down? The answer is no. No, you don't.
That kind of cocktail I've only seen in the most obedient of serfs.
You good, Matt?
I'm dying, but that's okay.
You didn't like the water or the cold. Why would you go surfing? Why would you surf? Sorry. No, that feels like a fair question.
Thank you, Sadius. Is Cam just having an eye twitch over there?
No, it's the slow acclimatization and realization of the world has been sinking in on him over the last few, however long it's been. So this isn't like an annoyance, it's... Yeah.
This is day 13.
Yeah.
You've only been with this man for about 2 weeks. But these might have been some of the longest 2 weeks of your life.
Are you alright?
Getting there.
You need something to take a load of. I got some. What do I want to call this? Moonshine? My own special concoction. You can try. I say, pulling out my flask.
I don't think that a chemical dependency is the answer right now. It might make things
But
easier.
It helps.
No, it needs to be difficult.
I mean, look at what's happening around you. The world is ending. And there's nothing we can do about it. Except for what we're trying to do about it.
I was about to say our entire purpose thus far is to do something about it.
That isn't a time to start drinking, then what is?
After, when something's been done about it.
But then you're not stressed anymore. It's already happened. Everything's done for. And by done for in that case, I mean accomplished and solved, not burning and on fire.
That's the spirit, I think.
I don't think Salt's breathing very well right now. I think he's laughing. He's just looking up, he's like, I like how our lesson of the night is the world's over, do drugs.
You sure it's not stop the world from ending, then do drugs?
No, you do drugs while you're stopping the world from ending. Just do drugs. Simple.
Just do drugs, everybody. That's the answer, drugs.
If the CIA didn't want you to do drugs, why would they distribute them to poor neighborhoods?
No, do not actually just do drugs. Please be healthy and only take your own prescription medication.
And if the government abducts you and forces you to do LSD, our condolences.
Enjoy the pretty colors.
But, do you guys have anything you'd wish to do for the rest of the night? Anything you wish to discuss?
I can't be, hey everybody, let's do drugs.
Son of a bitch. I'm in.
I mean, if I don't have a problem with smoking in here, then
Alright.
god, Dan just remembered that he can do drugs. That's gonna be a
That's-
thing now.
Danny passing around drugs to Val.
Oh, content warnings.
What am I supposed to do with this? Staring at it.
Putting in your mouth.
Val, the drugs you're used to from your homeland are small little mushrooms that you just pop in and eat. You don't chew them up, you pretty much just swallow them. Are you doing the same with this after he says, just put it in your mouth?
Yes.
That's not the whole thing.
As you said, put it in your mouth, and he just puts it in his mouth and just swallows it right away.
I don't know what that's would do to you.
Are these yours?
Say it again?
Are these yours? I do not know what they're supposed to do to me.
Yeah, but most people don't eat them whole. Let's say it like that.
Just doing what you said.
Yeah, that's on me. I should have been more specific.
Just think about some spiders when you go tonight, big guy. Go to bed tonight, big guy.
Caw.
So, to be specific, I meant put the tip in your mouth and you light up the end. Set the end on fire. I'm going to demonstrate with my own, of course.
You, what is it? You have a create fire, right?
I have
Or create flame?
Great Flame, I think.
Whatever the cantrip is.
Whatever the
Yeah.
cantrip is,
On
little
your
green
fire.
fire. No, produce flames.
Damn it! I was not even close.
Create bonfire.
That one will go well.
That will be great. But no, I'm just going to produce a small green flame to light my cigarette.
Alright. Light yours and Val's.
Light mine and Val's.
No,
And just take some deep breaths. Just breathe in.
how long is this thing, by the way?
How long is what?
The thing we were smoking.
Go on.
How long for drugs? Come on. Don't be shy.
Right in, like, how was the length of it? He said, take
I'm
a
gonna
deep
say
breath.
three first.
I want you to take it all in one deep breath.
Heard it here, folks. He wants it all in one deep breath.
Like the old cartoons where someone's stressed and they just smoke a cigarette in like one pull. Like that. I'm doing what he says.
Ah. As Danny, you're trying to teach Val how to smoke, and the bird flaps over and hops onto your shoulder, and just kind of eyes yours.
1, 2, and get you your own.
It gives you a nod.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the bird one as well.
So you spark up one for the bird. It flies back over to Salt's shoulder, purposefully leaving the burning side closer towards his face. So
What a surprise.
it's uncomfortably close to your eye.
I can't back down now. Yeah, no, that's it. I refuse to back down now. It already got me with the fucking pepper in the eyes. I can't back down now.
Speaking of birds smoking, the crows at 29 Palms are addicted to nicotine. They got the birds addicted to cigarettes from all the cigarettes they throw around the ground at the smoke pit, so birds just fly out and take partially unfinished ones, and then go back up to power lines or on top of buildings, and the birds fucking smoke.
I didn't see that when I was there somehow.
I saw it and it was beautiful, but it also was like one of the
Concerning.
deepest, bassiest like crows I'd ever heard too.
Right, it's probably got smoker's cough. That's why. Oh,
2 packs a day.
All right. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while you guys continue being awkward around smoking.
I wasn't being awkward. I just didn't know what I was doing. But in any event, I'm going to step outside and burn my own seed.
All right,
Actually,
Eric.
right.
That sounds like it's a
That
time for an
sounds-
on break time.
Like a break,
Oh,
probably.
there's my earbud. But I'm gonna put my earbud in so I can see stuff.
Okay.
Oh, my back.
Bloop.
My shoulders hurt.
We will return.
All right, back off break. So, continuing of the teaching Val how to do drugs. Do you wish to continue that bit for a while, or anything else you wish to do with the night?
I don't think we need to continue that bit.
Are you sure you don't want to go into a step-by-step detail of how not to make crystal meth? Telling people what not to do in not order?
Red, blue, pink, yellow. I don't care. Give me that.
I have a bad full mono, but that is too far
Tight.
for a dinner party, of course.
On my local news
Exactly.
station at one point, they literally told us how to make fucking meth, except they left out like one step, but it was just one of those things of like, why are you putting this on the news? Why?
You can learn from us, or you can learn from Google. We gotta compete
it
with
out.
the internet these days.
You put it out there like that, though, and people are just gonna go, oh wow, yeah, I could try making that.
And then they blow up.
Ah. But back to giving Val weed. I don't know the Twitch terms and limitations of talking about this stuff
Don't worry about it.
offhand. Alright, good.
Once again, so long as it's not obviously racist things or like rapey stuff, you're fine.
Alright.
Like, you really gotta be trying. Or just have absolutely no sense of whatever is acceptable in public.
Fair. Alright. Salt? A few minutes go by.
Oh, sorry.
A few minutes go by as you're watching this lovely event unfold before you. And Your bird looks at you. Just looks you in the eye. Just lets you sit there for a moment to acknowledge it. Then it pecks you in the eye again, changing its vision to yours, and starts flying around.
I sigh slowly. I just close my eyes and lean back in my chair. And I like kind of feel around with my hands for a moment to grab the base and just try to anchor myself a little bit.
Just grabbing the table or the chair.
Yeah, basically, just like, and here we go.
As you are seeing the night sky in a blur as the crow rapidly flies about. For the rest of you, the bird just poked him in the eye, and then he just proceeded to grab his chair, basically, and like he's trying to hold himself down, as his eyes just look dilated and almost like they're spinning, like trying to, like they're rapidly looking at things.
Well, that's a thing. Salt, can you still hear us?
Yes. Should we offer the bird? This too?
There's no real answer there.
Okay. So he's still in the coop.
Wait, can you hear me? Hello?
No, you're
Yeah,
fine. I was
yeah.
questioning him.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I'm saying above game that I can't hear anything that is being said to me right now.
You just hear the wind.
Yeah, pretty well.
You hear the wind and music.
Alright, well, he's probably not going to be very cool. He's not going to have much to contribute to this then. On the morrow, I know we got paid, but I don't really know prices yet. Val, around how much would a horse and cart be? I'd rather not have to walk everywhere.
What?
Around about how much do you think a horse and cart goes for, and can we pay for it with the money we got? I don't know your economy quite yet.
I'm
But
sure I
that's-
could afford something.
Okay. I'd just rather not walk everywhere. And if we know that we can't afford it, I was going to see if Danny might.
If then they reduce, we
Make
can
a
just buy a
friend.
cart. Looks over. Isn't that right?
We need a horse and cart to pull us everywhere we need to go.
Well, if we can't afford a horse, we can just buy a cart, right?
How are you going to propel a cart?
We might not need to buy a horse.
Carts are heavy. I mean, I know you look strong enough to carry and pull a cart by yourself, but I want no part of that. If I can avoid it. Maybe you can convince Salt to help you?
I'm sure we could afford it.
Okay.
Salt. You're
that?
in the air right. You're in the air right now.
Fair.
So if you're sure, I guess we'll see that on the morrow. We went shopping earlier, yesterday I believe. I believe that for the most part our resources are set. So tomorrow we'll go find a better means of transportation and head to that ruin, I guess. Right?
Correct.
I don't mean to interrupt your fun time there, but as he kind of just, as Reginald is kind of just looking at Salt, kind of concerned, takes a moment, like waves a hand in front of his eyes. Is your friend here going to be okay?
Shrugs.
Oh dear. Well, but the average, and take this with a grain of salt depending on where you're at for the economic values, but most horses you can find between 50 to 75 gold, 100 if you're looking at thoroughbred ones. Now, if you want a actual war mount, that's going to cost you more, but you seem to be more interested in just travel for that. If you don't mind, well, riding an ass, donkeys and mules tend to be a bit cheaper.
And how much for a quad?
Depends on them. Depends on, well, the quality and how much you're looking to carry. If you're looking to get a couple horses and a cart to carry, let's see, the four of you. Probably could find one for around 100 gold or so. If you're looking for more weight, more extra, well, extra gold, of course. I don't know if any of particular the make here would be any different, or if you're worried about it coming from some vine wood or some strange material. If that's a concern of yours, as you seem to be concerned about the berries and other things here, might be a consideration, but 50 to 100 gold pieces for the wagon should suit a lot of you.
I'm currently rounding it out to around 250-ish for multiple beasts of burden and a cart. I do not know what you still have on hand there, Val.
I have a decent amount. What's everybody else have?
Sub 100.
I have over 100. I can front most of it if needed.
Now, don't forget to factor in the feed for the animals and what you're doing, and also, well, obviously things such as saddlebags, if you're going to actually need saddles for riding, anything such as spurs, all the other accessories. Don't forget about those.
That's why I rounded up to 250 region.
Yeah, as you're doing a little bit of math there, and he just looks back at Salt again, looks at his eyes as they're practically spinning, and for Salt, the bird is just up in the air, just violently spinning in a circle.
Yeah, that tracks. I feel like there's just that like slight little like circle, like the end of his like whole like nose and snout is ended up making just from like the ooh.
Does he look like he's gonna make it, or is he gonna...
He's not at like vomit-inducing levels, I wouldn't think. Not from the shit he's pulled off.
Not yet. But a few minutes later, the bird lands and pecks you in the eye again and turns it back off as you have that sort of wave of You're not ready to throw up, but just that, like, car sickness kind of nausea.
Okay, I'm back now.
Okay. We're thinking around the 250 mark. Couple beasts of burden and a cart on the morrow. So we're not walking everywhere.
I mean, makes sense to me.
How much gold to get paid from that last venture? Ah, from the meat man. How much gold did we pay from the meat man?
I don't know, how much gold do you have on your sheet?
We've spent some since then.
13.
I
Yeah.
haven't spent too much. Yeah, what?
I'm fucking sorry, Daddy.
That's why I'm asking, because I feel like that number's wrong. I don't feel like I spent that much.
I don't know, you bought a lot of rope.
What, that much rope?
I bought 300 foot of rope. But that's not a ton.
If everything
So-
if everything else saved on your sheet right, that should be correct then.
Is it?
You got attacked by a pickpocket.
I
driving
might have been
horses.
editing it and then didn't finish doing my calculation for my number.
You lost your
Just
money
wonders.
when you became a horse.
I have 160. And then 38 silver.
You have listed everything that I bought.
I'm in the
Didn't
90s.
think it was that.
We'll be okay.
Alright, but have you considered you could buy 5 elephants for 1 spyglass?
You buy 5 elephants for 1 spyglass.
It's ludicrous.
5 whole elephants?
How far can you even see with the spyglass? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think it states.
I think it just gives you advantage for looking at things.
It's
or
just a
something.
little better far away.
Alright.
Is there anything else we're wanting to do in town? Specifically? Because tomorrow I think we should probably be moving.
Mini side adventure. We're in the castle, right?
Courtyard.
Yes.
Courtyard. Is the courtyard like a paved over thing? Or is there a garden in said castle?
There's a garden.
Cool. I want to go plant one of the seeds in the garden.
Alright.
Yep, that's all.
And he ran off again. Val, are you confirming that he just turned into a horse the other day? And by the other day, I mean today.
Yes.
Why?
Apparently he talked to some of the horses and had a good chance of getting bucked off.
Did he need to be a horse to do that?
Most of the people there had their own horses for the competition. And it was not the best chances to ride a horse you're not familiar with.
Okay.
They offered. I didn't
Hey,
refuse.
works then, I suppose. You know what? Creativity. I respect that. And by that I mean blatant cheating. Let's go.
cheating? How? What?
You
Where?
ran away. Shut up.
No, yeah, you're not back yet.
Man. Would have been a great time to get back.
We get a shit talk on you for a little bit longer. It's okay.
You did take the shoes. Yes.
Yes, I took the shoes.
All right. Well, it takes a few minutes for him to go over to a garden and plant a seed. A few minutes later, you come back, unless anyone has anything in particular they want to shit talk about Danny or not for him to not hear.
I think I'll live. I'll save it up for when he can't hear.
Fair enough. But Danny, you're able to come back. Take your seat.
Alright, now I'm done. That was the last thing I needed to do. Yes.
Did you tell any of them what you were actually going to do, or you just come back and say that was the last thing I needed to do?
Oh, he absolutely just ran off.
So, Val, salt. Delirious. No. Val, salt. Eric.
Keep trying.
Got this.
Val, salt. Kim Axel, cool. Kim Axel said we need to go finish up what we're doing in town. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna go finish the last thing I need to do in town. Last thing I need to go do in town.
Why are you explaining it above board?
I didn't say what I was doing. I just ran off to go do it.
I know. We as
No,
players, it's all you do things.
You ran off and then came back a few minutes later. No explanation, just come back. I've done the last thing I needed to do.
Much akin to myself sometimes, Kimaxo doesn't need to be proven right. Danny's weird.
Val, you're feeling nice and relaxed. You've got a belly full of food, wine, a lungs full of medicinal herbs.
And stomach.
And stomach as well. But the atmosphere's been nice. Cool as a cool wind from the north blowing in, which for you is just nice and refreshing. Things right now, life is good. And how would you guys sleeping arrangement for anything?
Likely the same inn that we used last night. With the same arrangement we did last night.
Fair enough. But if you guys have nothing else, how late to each individual member wishing to stay here?
Where are we sleeping?
Same place as last night.
There's an inn somewhere in town.
I don't think I'm here particularly late.
All right. But as the night goes on, the music dies down to a bit more something more tranquil. People, say, at various times get up and go. As numbers start to thin about. There's people that are enjoying the drunken revelry more, as some are passed out. Some simply have their fill, enjoy the night air for a while, and once they're done socializing, get up and go. One of those being Francis there, Reginald, is he takes a towel and wipes himself off. Sits as they pulls his chair back and, well, gentlemen, it's been nice meeting all of you. Look at you, Salt. Hopefully you can find the healer for what ails you. And hopefully all of you can find some good prices on horses, carriages, or whatever you decide to travel upon with. Hopefully you weren't right about this being any kind of blood sacrifice luring us in, or an addictive effect. But I'm going to take this last swig of my drink and bid everyone here farewell. Good luck in your travels if we don't meet again, and, well, good luck if we do. Hopefully we'll meet another merry event like this sometime. As he's a bit rosy cheeked in the face. When he takes his last swig, he stands up and sort of loosens his belt some.
Well, safe
Bye.
travels. Don't find yourself in Valhalla.
Hopefully not for quite some time. I don't know if it's fully preordained, but if it's to be, it's to be. There's certainly worse places one could go. But he'll sit there while he's standing up, straighten up his clothes some, and tidy himself up for a bit, look himself over, pull out a small little comb and fix his mustache a little bit, and depart.
Well, I think he has the right idea of it at least. I probably will be, heading back. How about you guys?
What's up?
He said it. Oh, good.
Nope, just that moment of like, all right. Yeah, I was just saying he probably has the right idea of it. I think. I'm probably gonna head out soon.
Same.
I was just seeing how everybody else was going.
Oh, question. The doors, do they have, like, is it like a door handle, or is it just like a wooden door that just closes?
For here you got for here entering which way, towards the actual castle interior, or out of the courtyard, headed back towards town?
I mean, that's for like the rooms we're staying in.
Oh, at the inn.
Mhm.
There's a handle on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till we get back to the room for it to kick in.
All right, but one by one, the party members eventually trickling back at various stages of the night or walking together. Who's the last one to leave unless you're leaving together?
Something makes
Be the
me
last
think
to
it's
leave.
Danny.
Is it the drugs?
I'll be taking Peter around to see if he wants any extra food from here before we leave.
You can get Peter some carrots.
Get Peter some carrots. Just to be safe. Some leafy greens. Because Rabbit shouldn't be eating just carrots.
Val, what are you looking to do with the door handle?
Oh, I was gonna reenact my experience I have in real life. I was hanging on a door handle for like 12 hours.
You know, there's a difference in weight between you and Val, and height.
Yep.
And for Val, I pictured you'd be hitting the ground at some point rather than. So, Danny, rounding up the rear. When you come back to the inn, and I say you go upstairs. You look around the corner, and Val's just snoring on the floor. One arm still just hanging on the handle.
This is on the inside of the room too. So now the door's open. He's just laying him there.
So it's finally hit him. See. He looks like he's perfectly fine. He doesn't need to be moved.
It's dead weight. You're not moving him.
That's why I'm not
no.
even trying to move him.
I mean, he could turn into a horse.
That wouldn't help right now.
Might help for moving him.
I could turn into an ape. Turn into a gorilla. Pick him up.
I have found my Bigfoot.
Get around and have some monkey business.
I can't turn into an ape.
Monkey too strong.
I mean, you get polymorph, big monkey, very strong. Big monkey throw rock.
I get him some drums. It'll be the strongest of them all.
Big monkeys are big. Wow, that's okay.
Salt, Kamaxtol, how much of the food did you guys actually eat? If any.
Probably a light amount, but I could avoid berries in.
Easily done for that, as the berries have a very distinct, staining color.
Also, not
Cam?
much and fairly plain, given the extravagance of the dining set.
Plain would have kind of been hard to do, as a lot of stuff was seasoned, but over there with just a rotisserie chicken on your plate. It just reminded me of something I'll tell it after stream here momentarily. But for those of you that did partake, you have a very nice, just relaxing. Val, your arm might be a bit stiff in the morning, but you went to sleep with a full belly and warm heart. Danny, are you just sleeping with him at the door open in there? So if I remember right, you two shared a room.
I think so. And he's hanging on the door. Can I not close the door?
Not without moving his arm.
He is gripping that thing.
He's just moving his arm a little bit. The guy with long arms.
I just pictured what happened when you have like a Skyrim guard dead at a doorway, and then you close the door and their body just starts absolutely ragdolling back and forth.
If it has a door now, it's got a pretty much an end of his hand in it now. He is squeezing it.
Thad, are you gonna try and close the door?
I'm going to at least try to close the door. Keep some
Just
sense of
gonna slide a little bit.
Give me a strength check.
You're actually making me roll dice.
Yes.
Wait, is it his strength against my strength?
Could have gone through a
A
whole
disadvantage?
You're not rolling. Just what is your strength score?
18.
All right.
So, strength check. That's not disarmed. 6.
6. You go to try and close the door, and it's one of those things that like you push forward and you can't push his arm forward enough to close his door. As you kind of like try it a few times, and he just has an iron grip on the doors. You just kind of see his shoulder muscles like move a little, and the door itself is just not budging.
He thought he was falling. He wanted to hold on to something.
You could always perform this simple task as a horse.
I mean, horses are stronger than me. I could do that. But it's the strongest animal I would know about.
I'd be lying if I said I knew, the entire druid list there that you have as an option.
It's probably
Anything
horse.
under sea. So probably
It might be horse.
Yeah, so I just need to try again as a horse. So I'm just going to try again as a horse.
Horses have an 18 strength.
Oh. You would have guessed.
It's a horse.
So yeah, you got a +4 to this roll. As you transfer Salt,
I have a natural 20.
Salt, Cam, you guys are laying in the other room. Probably haven't had enough time to actually fall asleep yet, since you guys you guys weren't inebriated any, so you guys are just there. It's a bit chilly for you guys, getting settled in. And then you just hear like next door, just like I'd say the room next to you, just clop, 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 like just a horse, just horseshoes. And then you say just hear moments later, before you're able to say anything, just a door slam. As Danny, you turn into a horse as you take a moment, like kind of position yourself, and then just headbutt the door closed, breaking his grasp from it. As Val's arm just hits the ground, him still asleep on the floor.
Can I keep the doorknob?
Can you keep it? Can you keep? Sure, you can. Yeah. Hold on. Let me roll. Yeah, you can keep the door handle.
What's the story?
The handle is keeping him grounded.
As Val is just asleep there with part of the doorknob that ripped out of the door frame. I don't know why I picture Salt in pajamas with one of those little just little nightcaps that hang over with a fuzzy ball.
Well, that's definitely a choice.
Just so long as he's a photorealistic crocodile in the imagining.
He was.
It's the only way that fits.
Well, unlike some people, he's properly civilized and has, proper sleep attire, of course. But,
You mean like the rest of my people? But yeah, understandable.
yes. Yes, civilized, like the rest of your people.
No, I said unlike the rest of my people.
Oh, unlike the rest of your people. Listen, your dad can be civil when he wants to. It's usually at everyone else's detriment, but...
Yeah.
But, any last thing up here for the horse in the other room? Or you two cold-blooded fellows that just heard a horse in the other room, in the room next to you.
Question, is this are we on like the bottom floor or are we on like a top floor?
You guys were on the second floor.
So the people below us literally heard hoof tracking.
Yeah.
They're drunk, they're high. One of them's a horse. I am not engaging.
I make eye contact with Cam from across this and just like kind of like nod and shut my door as I go back inside.
Who the fuck brought a horse at this fucking tavern?
Who brought a horse upstairs also?
How did they get the horse upstairs?
But you know,
Mr. Horse, is there anything else you're doing?
No, I have nothing else I need to do after I get. Well, Val's there now, but I just roll him over into bed. Or closer to his bed.
Are you
He's
staying
not
a
holding on
horse?
to anything. Oh yeah, if I'm pushing him, yeah.
Just grab him by part of his clothes and drag him across the floor.
I know I can't lift him up into bed, but I can at least put him next to it.
So you get Salt. You checked outside for a moment. So you closed the door. You laid back down, and then you just hear dragging through the wall.
If you look
Not
at
my
me, I'm just
problem,
gonna
not my
slowly
problem.
shake my head at you.
The chainmail against wood.
No, I'm just with you. You shake your head, I just nod and I roll back over.
I guess
This
it
is
sounds
not our
similar
problem.
to. I guess it sounds similar to like dragging a wooden chair just across the floor.
Yeah.
Clip, clock, crrr, tunk, tunk is what we're hearing.
It clinks, slow drag, more hoof clinks, slow drag.
Just a few horses content.
Then a thud because his head hits the fucking. It's a chair or something.
What's that?
Is it just a few hoarse noises of discontent as he's dragging back this
Drag
massive
back,
Norse
drag
man.
back to bed.
290 pounds of dead weight, not including armor, which isn't too much heavier, but still. I don't know how much chainmail weighs.
I don't recall offhand, but it's a decent amount.
Probably
It's
about
not
60 pounds, 40 to 60 pounds, somewhere in that area.
We'll say like 330, 340.
Yeah, you're moving 300 plus pounds, and you don't have opposable thumbs or hands in general at the moment.
All I can really do is bite into something. Or try
Drag.
to him and drag him.
This is awful and hilarious to think about.
Caw. As while the dragging's going on, your bird starts going off and just caw, caw, caw.
Hey, I'm in here too.
Yeah, let's just roll over and look at him. Just be like, that's not our problem. You go back to sleep.
After Cam says he's in there too, it caws but quieter.
Thank you.
Alright.
Then it sits there for a moment, and you see it hop down and like peck at the floor some, until eventually it looks like it finds something. And you know how some wooden boards just have holes in them that usually get resealed? It pulls out a little bit of wood that looks like it's supposed to reseal in there, and just starts staring at the floor below. Like, just like face shoved into the board.
I don't suppose you have a reason for why?
Ah.
Okay.
And with that, unless anyone has any closing words in character, we'll wrap this game up for the night.
I don't think I see that the bird's doing that. I think I'm too far into go-to-sleep mode.
You probably,
Way
you know,
ahead
you
of
probably, you probably just rolled over towards the wall. You don't see these shenanigans, they're not real, right?
Well, if I saw the bird looking at something, I was gonna go check. But I don't think I do.
No. If you're actually trying to sleep and just close your eyes, probably not. Thad,
Yes.
are you unturning into a horse before getting back into the bed?
Yes. If I
All
remember
right.
to do so.
Clamor, collapse the fucking thing.
Seen out of fucking Step Brothers.
All right. But with the party asleep, we can deal with the managing of acquiring a beast of burden and a carriage next time.
Alright then.
If anyone has anything closing to say, now's the time. Arik, you're button man.
I feel like the only way this can go is that Danny's gonna get real attached to the horses that we have. And he's weird. And I don't know how things are gonna go.
Look.
I don't want to.
Due to having a druid in the party, I have to give every animal that's gonna stay with you guys a personality now.
And yet the one thing he hasn't talked to is fucking Peter.
I talked to Peter once. He's
Feels neglecting.
sophisticated. You get that whole
like-
sophisticated voice going on.
He prefers his carrots shaved beforehand. I really like the image of you have Danny on one side of the bed, and then Peter has the entire other side of the bed to himself, just like sitting on the pillow. And then Val is just like face down, passed out, like head is towards one of the bedposts.
And is laid out in the middle of the floor, basically.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's the way he's gonna like roll over and just pull the door handle to him.
Okie dokie. Let's get out of here. Goodbye.
Till next
Don't do
time.
drugs.
Eat crime.
Bye for you.
Eat drugs.